Last year, Microsoft began retrofitting select Xbox 360 games with backward compatibility on the Xbox One. We've handpicked the 25 best into a ranked list for your consideration. The RTS genre rarely translates well to consoles, but Halo Wars made allowances for the limitations of the Xbox control interface, and the thoughtful design pays off. The Halo universe is ripe with weapons, aliens, and vehicles begging to be dropped into desolate planetary battlefields. It's easy to forget how much the original Soulcalibur helped define the franchise. It's still pretty, the animation and controls are excellent, and the dangerous ledges at the edge of every arena give great tension to each match. Ubisoft's most underrated action-adventure game is like a stealth-driven Legend of Zelda on your Xbox. Its on-foot and vehicular exploration lets you find a ton of fascinating pieces and people of a weird totalitarian world. The simple combat is flexible enough to stay interesting, and Jade is a clever, engaging lead. Mirror's Edge is a disciplined game with a solid core concept. Utilize quick, reactive motion and outmaneuver enemies with your blazing speed. Not every idea works, but the overall package is so refreshing and unique that it demands attention. Say hello to the best Gears of War. Gears 3 had the best overall campaign, as well as the most polished versus mode and a majorly upgraded Horde 2.0. The gameplay mechanics are spit-shine to perfection. Bungie's last Halo game almost feels like a greatest hits album. Taken as a series of great action sequences, Reach is a fantastic, super-tuned military shooter with a straightforward plot and some standout set-piece moments, including the delightful, fatalistic ending. Assassin's Creed makes you feel like a sneaky, badass, hardcore, sci-fi, time-traveling ninja man. A simultaneously ludicrous and wonderful premise that only works in the strange universe of video games. You can even team up with Leonardo da Vinci and destroy ancient evil with cool knives. Fable 2's simple adventure trappings belie an involved, detailed, and often surprising simulator where morality, self-indulgence, and heroism all compete for the player's attention. Experimentation is encouraged at every turn by interesting, consequential choices. Co-op brawlers rarely hold up thanks to archaic arcade design, but Castle Crashers represents exactly how genres should evolve. It's gorgeous, deep, funny, and complex, with enough variety that we still don't think we've seen it all. In an age of linear corridors and hand-holding prompts, Dark Souls is a wide-open invitation to explore a beautiful, haunting world. The story is subtle and understated, the difficulty is brutal, and the payoff for every victory is sweeter when you know you've truly earned the triumph. What if you didn't blow up Megaton? Should you? Will you? The wonderful post-apocalyptic mess of Washington, D.C. offers so much choice and customization for your character, and stellar combat mechanics on top of that. Technical bugs aside, it offers a fun adventure with quirky characters in an imaginative setting. Ikaruga is bullet hell with a sublime twist. Enemy projectiles are color-coded, and at any moment you can render yourself immune to damage from one of the two hues. The dynamic injects extra layers of strategy into the shooter formula and demands tremendous dexterity. If you missed South Park, you missed a lot. The Stick of Truth is not only one of the funniest games ever made, it's written and voiced by Matt Stone and Trey Parker, but it's a damn fine Paper Mario-style RPG too. The blend of shooter and RPG mechanics feel a bit aged, but don't overshadow Mass Effect's exquisite standing as one of gaming's best space operas. Returning to the Normandy and shooting through the mass relays still has magic to it as the impending destruction of the universe unfolds before your shepherd. Rebooting Deus Ex was an almost impossible task, but Human Revolution did it with reverence and respect while modernizing the series. A true emergent game, Human Revolution has multiple endings and ways to play. Doom is the greatest first-person shooter ever made, and its atmospheric, sometimes maze-like levels, perfect weapon design, and fantastic menagerie of monsters mean it still holds up. And then some. One of the better pure platformers of the 21st century 2D renaissance, N+ places players in the role of a weaponless ninja scrambling across the insidiously hazardous stages. The tiny player sprite allows for very diverse and complex level designs where a single pixel's width feels like the difference between life and death. Shadow Complex is the best Metroidvania on the Xbox 360 and remains one of the absolute best on the Xbox One. It rewards players who really want to poke around every single corner of a game. The wonderfully realized world unfolds at a perfect pace, and its gorgeous presentation still holds up nearly 7 years later. Iterating on a classic, Pac-Man CE is a fast, thoughtful revision on the long-dormant single-screen arcade maze genre. DX is built around near misses, slowing down as you come into proximity with enemies and then blazing back into a frenetic pace as dozens of monsters pursue you across the arena. Anyone who likes tough, complex combat should absolutely get lost in The Witcher 2's brilliant low-fantasy universe. It features a series of memorable, intricate trials with complex characters and never holds your hand. The mistakes you make in The Witcher 2 are unforgiving, but they're yours. It's one of the few modern RPGs that treats you like an adult. Spelunky seems simple enough. Reach the exit at the bottom of the stage and move on to the next one. But after trying and dying thousands of times, an extraordinary complex web of strategy and secrets reveals itself. Spelunky unfolds from a straightforward adventure into a multifaceted epic where the game's scale grows alongside your ever-improving skills. Symphony of the Night is video game royalty, a lovingly rendered, expansive, and surprisingly exploratory platformer. There's so many subtle systems running under the surface and so much great content you may never see everything, but you'll have a blast trying. Braid works on 3 levels. It's a delightful homage to classic 2D platforming, an extraordinary puzzle game, and a gut-punching commentary on the power of preconceived notions. Braid helped jumpstart the indie revolution and remains a must-play for fans of the video game medium. If Super Meat Boy had been created in the 8 or 16-bit eras, we'd be listing it alongside the Mario games as one of the greatest platformers of all time. Unapologetically difficult but tremendously forgiving thanks to a quick respawn system, Super Meat Boy is near perfect. When Portal broke its way out of the orange box onto Xbox Live Arcade, it brought with it a few additions to the already phenomenal puzzle platformer. Portal is amazing anywhere, but the Still Alive version is especially great thanks to 14 challenge levels that were exclusive to the Xbox 360. What do you think of our selections? Let us know in the comments, and for more on our top picks, check out our top 25s for both the Xbox One and PS4. And as always, keep watching IGN.